So you've probably scrolled online and seen people making money, seemingly out of thin air, without their own products. How do they do it? Well, for a lot of them, the secret is something called affiliate marketing. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. We're taking a whole beginner's course and packing it into this one simple explainer, giving you the step-by-step you need to get started. Ready? Let's get into it. All right, let's just get right to it. Have you ever wanted to earn an income online, and this is the big but, without having to create your own product from scratch? Without all the hassle, the cost, the time. If you're not in your head right now, well, you've come to the right place. Okay, so what is this thing called affiliate marketing? Let's break it down. We're going to look at the core idea and figure out why it's such a go-to starting point for so many people trying to make money online. Think about it like this. Your friend needs a new phone, right? You tell them about a really cool one you saw on Amazon, send over the link, and boom, they buy it. Now, because you sent that customer their way, Amazon gives you a little thank you commission. That's it. That is affiliate marketing in a nutshell. You didn't make the phone, you didn't ship it, you just connected the dots. And this is what makes it so perfect for beginners. I mean, think about it. You get to skip all the hardest parts of starting a business. You don't have to create a product, you don't need an office or a team, and you can literally get started from your laptop with little to no money. It's the kind of thing you can easily do on the side, part-time. Okay, but let's have a quick reality check here because this is important. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. No way. Building a real, sustainable income with this takes time. It takes patience, and you've got to be willing to learn some new skills. Seriously, think of it like a marathon, not a sprint. But trust me, if you stick with it, the journey is totally worth it. All right, so we get the what. Now, let's talk about the how. Like, how does this all work behind the scenes? How do they make sure you get paid for the sales you refer? Well, it all comes down to 3 key players in the system. This breaks it down perfectly. You've got 3 main parties involved. First, you have the merchant. Think Samsung, the company that actually makes the thing. Then, all the way on the other end, you have the customer, the person who's actually buying it. And who's right there in the middle, connecting them? That's the affiliate. That's you. So how does the merchant know the customer came from you? It's not magic, it's actually pretty simple. It's all about your unique affiliate link. When you signed up for a program, they give you this special link that has your own personal ID code right in it. So anytime someone clicks your link and then buys something, the system automatically knows, hey, that sale came from them. And poof, you get the commission. Simple as that. Okay, feeling good? You've got the concept down. Now it's time for the fun part, the first real steps. This is where we talk about choosing your focus, what we call a niche, and picking the right platform to get the ball rolling. First things first, you need a niche. And a niche is just a fancy word for a specific topic or category you're going to focus on. Look, you can't talk about everything to everybody. It just doesn't work. The sweet spot is finding something you're actually interested in that also happens to be a topic where people are looking for answers and are willing to buy stuff. Think big areas like health, tech, relationships, or even hobbies you love. Next up, where you actually find these products to promote. Well, for a beginner, there are really 2 main roads you can go down. On one hand, you've got Amazon Associates. This is perfect when you're just starting. Why? Because everyone already trusts Amazon. It makes sales way easier, even if the commissions are a bit smaller. Then, on the other side, you've got platforms like Digistore24 or ClickBank. They sell digital stuff like ebooks and courses, and the commissions are huge, like 50 to 70%. But and it's a big but, selling those takes a lot more trust and authority. So what's the play? Honestly, start with Amazon. Learn the game there first. Okay, let's talk strategy, because just signing up and getting a link, that's not enough. Not even close. If you want real, long-term success, it all boils down to 2 things. 1, creating content that people actually find valuable, and 2, getting eyeballs on that content, what we call getting traffic. You have to remember, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And how do you build that trust? With your content. Instead of just yelling, buy this, you create helpful stuff. An honest, in-depth review of a product, or a comparison of 2 popular options, or even a simple how-to guide that solves a problem for them. The golden rule is always, always, always provide value first. So you've made this awesome, helpful content. How do people find it? You've got 2 main choices. The first is free traffic. This is stuff like making YouTube shorts or reels or answering questions on sites like Quora. It takes more time and you have to be consistent, but you're building a real audience with basically 0 financial risk. Then you have paid traffic, running Google ads or Meta ads. This can get you results like right now, but you need a budget, and you can lose money fast if you don't know what you're doing. It's that classic choice. You either invest your time or you invest your money.
All right, we've covered the what, the how, and the why. So let's bring it all home. Let's put this together into a real, practical roadmap. What should you actually be doing in your first 30 days? And what can you realistically expect to see happen?
Here it is, your simple, step-by-step plan to get going. Days 1 to 3, that's all about choosing your niche. Just get that decision made. Then, for the rest of that first week, you're setting up your profiles and joining a network like Amazon. Now, for the next 10 days or so, your only job is to create valuable content every single day. Don't even worry about sales. Then, in that last week, once you have some content out there, you start talking with your audience and begin to introduce your affiliate links. That's when the process really starts to work.
And what about the money? Let's be real here. In your first 1 to 3 months, you should expect to make probably nothing or very, very little. That's your learning time. But if you stay consistent around the 3 to 6 month mark, you could start seeing some real income. And after a year or more of putting in the work, yeah, this can absolutely become a full-time thing. It's a long game for sure, but the potential payoff is huge.
And hey, to help you get there faster, here are a few rookie mistakes you've got to avoid. First, don't just spam your links all over the internet. It doesn't work. Second, don't expect to be rich in 10 days. It's not going to happen. And most important of all, remember your job is to help people. If you just focus on that, on providing real value, the money will come. It always does. So we'll leave you with this final thought, and it's maybe the most important one. Don't wait to be perfect, just start. The biggest mistake anyone makes is getting stuck thinking they need to know everything before they take the first step. You don't. The real question isn't, does affiliate marketing work? We know it does. The real question is, are you ready to just start? Because that's all it takes.